Hi all. Here's just a brief overview of the Mendeley Reference Manager. If you go to mendeley.com, it'll direct you to this page and it gives you some really helpful information on how to get started with the Mendeley Reference Manager. I chose to download Mendeley as a desktop app for my Mac, but you can also do a web browser for Mac or PC. Once you've downloaded that, your Mendeley Reference Manager is going to look like this. Right here on the top left, this shows our library, and these are all of the articles that are currently in my library or my all references. If I wanted to add articles to my library, I would just download the PDF and drag it over. It might take a second to do so, and then it pops up. So this is going to show all of my current articles in my library. I can filter by recently added, recently read. These are two articles that I've been reading. Favorites, these are going to be the ones from my library that I've starred. Maybe these are the ones that I'm using for a current research project. I can add my own personal publications in here. Currently, I have not sorted these articles yet, so they're going to be in the unsorted group. I do not have any duplicates, and I did trash a few items. I decided to make a few collections for things that I'm working on. So I'm currently working on ways to embed choice as an antecedent intervention. So you'll see for these collections, there are specific articles that I can drag over. So I want to add some more. So I went back to all references and I grabbed the Bannerman et al. Article. I just dragged it. And now it's in the choice, my folder or my collections. It's really easy to create your own based on what you're working on. I also can create a group if I want to add a group of articles. Right now on the top, you can see that these are the articles that I have been reading. So you can leave a couple articles look that you're reading and toggle through them. As I'm reading articles, I can choose to annotate. So maybe these are some important points that I want to come back to, or perhaps I want to cite them. So I'll just highlight them and do highlight. I can copy it. If I want to take this citation and copy it for something I'm working on, I could add a sticky note. Just to leave a note for myself. Going back over here, I can also filter by all of the different authors. So I might say, hey, I remember reading this article and Wayne Fisher was one of the authors. I can't remember which one he was featured in, and I can search it that way. I can also look for I can also view an expanded view, and that gives me more information about the author's title or a full view. Currently, don't see really. Oh, the full view tells us all of the authors. Notebook is a really nice feature, so you can take notes as you're going. So here's some notes that I was taking as I was reading the Bannerman et al. Article. I might just keep a running list of the notes that I'm taking. And I can also I did a citations list, oops, where maybe I'll add the citations of all the articles that I'm reading. Annotations, I just showed you where I went and highlighted some of the text. So where's that Bannerman article? This shows me the different annotations that I was working on if I wanted to remind myself of what I had highlighted from that article. And there's also a Gen AI reading feature. So this summarized the PDF for you. I would be careful with using AI for reading the articles and summarizing them, but this might be something that you might be interested in learning more about. So overall, I do think that this reference manager is very usable if you play around with it a little bit. There are tutorials online, and going back to the getting started with Mendeley Reference Manager has some really good information such as how to add references, how to export your references, etc. So have fun and please reach out if you have any questions.